In the past couple of videos, I've put out 2 videos about religious systems. And I put out 2 videos on 2 religious systems, and I wanted to make a third one. But the point, the takeaway I was hoping to illustrate, and it seems like to some level of success I did so, perhaps not fully as I intended, is religious systems are an example that we can draw upon because religious systems are just one notable example of a belief system, a group of beliefs that come ready baked, ready to make, pop them in your microwave, and you get to believe them. And they come with a whole bunch of beliefs that, examined individually, might be a little suspect, but taking as a whole, it creates this coherent web of beliefs. The idea was behind belief system is, whether it comes in from culturally or socially, these social or cultural vectors, you are subscribed to the coherent web of beliefs. And generally what happens is when someone starts asking questions, they're asking questions about a particular belief in this entire web. And that sends shockwaves throughout the system and inside of them, because it's like, well, if I've believed this coherent and I've agreed to this entire web of things, and I'm asking a question about 1 or 2 things, perhaps, what else is not true? What else have I been told that is questionable? So I used religious systems as a way to provide a good example of belief systems itself. The next series of videos I want to talk about, because belief systems, they operate very mechanically, and again, at a meta level. This isn't one individual religion versus another, but this is a meta-analysis. They operate very similar in the way that our truth systems. Each person carries around a truth system. And a truth system is a little different than that of a belief system, in the sense that whenever I subscribe to, again, as an example, a religion, I'm subscribing to their beliefs. And I'm believing them to be true, or at least I'm believing that other people say that they are true, and that's okay for me to be included. However, a truth system, on the other hand, is I'm going to make it true. I have decided that a couple of things are true in my life, always, at all time, at every second of the day. This is a way for us to understand and to order and construct our reality. This is how we make our reality. This is how we manifest this concept of a truth system. And just like a belief system, having many separate individual beliefs collectively, coherently mapped together, creating the entire system, a truth system, on the other hand, has many different individual truths that together provide the framework, provide your web of understanding, so that the outside doesn't connect with you directly inside on the raw data, but it has to be translated and interpreted through this reflective layer that we call consciousness. So this truth system that we prop up is a way for us to create distance between ourselves and the reality around us, but it's also a way for us to create and ensure that the reality around us is consumed and reflects what we want. And what we're comfortable with is really, really the idea. So we're going to talk a little bit more about these in future and upcoming videos, but this is just the intro to the idea, to the topic, and I want to thank you so very much for viewing. Going forward, a couple of my videos are mainly going to be geared towards men who are either soon-to-be men, not soon-to-be men, but soon-to-be fathers or dads, or already married and are, have a child. The reason being for this shift is I want to speak practically with a lot of people about practical things on how they can change about their life and how they can create a life that's for them. Because I want to change your life. And I want to provide you the tools to change your life. So in future conversations, we'll get into that too. So thank you so very much. Be blessed. Have a great day.